Guys, Game of Thrones is over. No! Well, it's over until the final season anyway, which may not be coming until 2019.
Then there is nothing left to discuss.
So who's ready to wait over 16 months?
No one.
Well, let's not let Season 7 go just yet, okay? The Hollywood Reporter's resident Westerosi wizard and Thrones expert Josh Wigler is breaking everything down from the season finale, The Dragon and the Wolf, and what it all means as we head eventually into the final stretch of episodes. First up, who best to help us figure out what's coming in Season 8 than the Onion Knight himself? That's right, Wigler spoke to Liam Cunningham, aka Sir Davos Seaworth, about the inevitability of the White Walker invasion, which, as of Sunday's episode, is finally upon us. The Great War has begun, is what Jon Snow said. I think it's absolutely right, says Cunningham. I think the next season is where all of the pieces of the puzzle are going to come together. I think that's what we had in this season overall, the disparate places and people. Eventually, the funnel has come to a point where everyone is together. It's going to be interesting where it goes because all of these people and families who don't know each other are getting together to fight the common enemy.
I don't care about checking my worst impulses. I don't care about making the world a better place. Hang the world.
As Cersei continues to be self-interested and covet the Iron Throne, even in the face of the White Walkers, political machinations may not be a thing of the past in the final season. According to Cunningham, it's like that beautiful line I had the first time we met Daenerys. It won't matter who skeleton sits on the Iron Throne if we don't stand together, if we don't sit down and sort this out, if we don't stop thinking locally, and if we don't start thinking globally in a sense. But knowing Game of Thrones, it's not going to be as simple as that. There's still going to be stuff going on. There's still going to be stupidity.
Then there is nothing left to discuss.
Oh, and what's Cunningham's take on that awkward love scene which we all wanted to see, don't lie, but now we don't know how to feel about it, between Jon Snow and Auntie Daenerys? Sir Davos tells it like it is. It's a bit of a trip, isn't it? It's a bit of a weird one. When you wake up the following morning, if you got the text, don't go near that woman, she's your aunt. Let me just add here to what the Onion Knight had to say. Jon, she's your aunt.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Of course, that unforgettable moment made Josh Wigler's list of 7 key scenes from the finale. Seriously, how uncomfortable was that, asks Wigler. The fact that their first sexual encounter came with the added awkwardness of Bran Stark narrating their familial connection only made what could have been a mostly tender scene into something extremely cringy.
He's the heir to the Iron Throne.
He's a rightful heir and her nephew, and let's just all accept this with the proper amount of emotion. I don't know why anyone's getting so excited about this. You can find me out by the trees. Meanwhile, another key scene from the finale was the Dragon Pit, which featured amazing character combinations and reunions we've been waiting for, especially the epic tease for the hashtag Clegane Bowl. That's right, the Hound and the Mountain are going to throw down. You know it, I know it, Josh Wigler knows it.
You know who's coming for you. You've always known.
The tense exchange between the Hound and his undead brother in the finale brought us closer than ever before to that much-hyped confrontation. Expected to go down at some point in the final 6 episodes. Also on the list of memorable scenes, the Queen in the North's Justice, aka Bye-Bye Baelish, and boy, does it feel so good. Damn you, Littlefinger.
How do you answer these charges, Lord Baelish?
Wigler pens a touching and heartfelt tribute to the show's biggest schemer. But really, he points out how appropriate it was for the Stark sisters to take him out, and how for once, there was no way Littlefinger could see it coming.
I'm a bit confused.
Littlefinger died under circumstances he could not have possibly foreseen. No, not the fact that he died at the hands of Arya Stark, or even the fact that his beloved Sansa betrayed him. For Littlefinger, the man who saw all possible events at once, there was simply no preparing for an enemy who could actually see all possible events at once. Bran Stark, the three-eyed raven. Trust me, sisters, this guy is no good. I've seen it all, and it's all bad. Really bad. Nothing to get excited about. I'm Bran. Wigler says this particular demise points to a new direction for the series. The White Walkers have finally arrived in Westeros. There's little time for the politicking that made Game of Thrones such a standout series in the first place. Sure, Cersei won't give up her hold over the Iron Throne without a fight, but the main thrust of the series as it enters the home stretch will be mankind's war against the army of the dead. There wasn't much room for Littlefinger in that storyline. But is he gone forever?
I'm a bit confused.
Wigler offers a cool theory that Ms. No One herself might have a trick up her sleeve that could bring back Baelish in a fashion. Don't forget that the woman who executed Littlefinger also comes equipped with the ability to take on the likeness of the people she kills. What's more, this same killer still has at least one more name to cross off her list: Queen Cersei, who just so happens to be in King's Landing. And who do we know that just dropped dead at the feet of a faceless man? It's incredibly likely that we haven't seen the last of Aegon Gillen on Game of Thrones. But if we do see him again, it won't be as Littlefinger. It will be as no one. Ooh, the ultimate scheme. Now that's a touching tribute. Alright, so the season is over, but what an epic ride it was. There's a lot more to talk about, and we have so much more coverage up right now on THR.com/Game of Thrones, including Wiggler's full finale recap, more interviews, and lots more theories, interpretations, and coverage of Season 7 and what's to come next. Hit me in the comments to let me know your favorite moment for the finale, and how are you planning to spend the long months before Season 8? No! For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm the Prince in the North, Paul Costabile.